Up on Mustang News, hundreds of reptiles, amphibians, and other critters lined the halls of Madonna Expo Center this past weekend.
And to get into the Halloween spirit, the annual Zombie Invasion Run returns to San Luis Obispo.
Finally, SLO residents search for the perfect pumpkin at this local pumpkin patch.
Broadcasting from Swanson Studios, you're watching Mustang News.
Hello and welcome to Mustang News TV. I'm Peyton Brusick.
And I'm Nico Mireles. Now let's get into today's top stories.
This past weekend, thousands of different animals from around the Central Coast all converged on San Luis Obispo's Madonna Expo Center. Reporter Felix Broach has more.
This Saturday and Sunday, Madonna Expo Center welcomed back SLO Reptile Expo for its 4th year in a row.
Geckos, tortoises, and tarantulas lined the Madonna Inn, all for sale. Event organizer Neil Blattner told me why the event is important for SLO.
One of the biggest reptile manufacturers is right here in San Luis Obispo, which is ZooMed. And what we're trying to do is we're obviously trying to get people into the hobby. My grandson got a bearded dragon from one of our first reptile expos. And now he's a sophomore in high school and he reads to it every night. It's a part of your family.
ZooMed, a locally based reptile husbandry company, has repeatedly been the sponsor for SLO Reptile Expo. ZooMed employee Jack Thompson said that keeping it local is one of their business's goals in being the sponsors of the event.
We love supporting the local community. Like I said, we got a lot of families, that work at ZooMed that have young kids, so we get to see it firsthand when they get to come and get excited about all the cool reptiles in the area.
With no other reptile show in the Central Coast, vendors appreciated the ability to sell and promote the hobby locally.
So I don't really want to drive to San Diego, LA, San Francisco to have an event, so it's great, 20 minutes away from me having a show that I can showcase, expose my whole collection to the customers, also meet with the peers, other professional breeders.
Hundreds of attendees roamed the halls, many being families.
There's few things that we get to do as a family that everybody likes to do, and so I think the reptiles are something we all share.
According to Blattner, SLO Reptile Expo will return at a similar time next year. From Mustang News, I'm Felix Broach.
For more information about SLO Reptile Expo, visit centralvalleyreptileexpo.com.
Paso Robles just hosted the very first 805 night market in SLO County. Inspired by the late night food markets of Asia, reporter Aneka Edwards has more.
The 805 Night Market brought together local businesses, mobile restaurants, and thousands of food lovers for a 3-day celebration of flavors and community. The event took place on October 17th through the 19th at the Estrella Warburg Museum in Paso Robles.
It's so fun. I feel like I've never been to one of these things, but it's cool because it gets you outside of SLO, and SLO's like kind of a bubble sometimes.
Visitors could explore rows of international cuisine, handcrafted goods, carnival games, all set to live music from local bands and DJs throughout the day. The event drew people of all ages, from families and college students to older locals. One of the featured food booths was Good Vibes Concessions, a company based out of La Habra in Los Angeles.
It's about seeing the new places and stuff. I never really left my city or county really like that, but to see different states and different cities and how beautiful really nature is, it's cool.
Eli Oliveira was busy frying up Japanese-style chicken.
Connect a lot of people, so that's what I like about it. You can connect with people over food.
The 805 Night Market started in Ventura County back in 2021 and has since drawn more than 300,000 attendees. Organizer and founder of 805 Night Market, Roy Lara, declined to be on camera but told Mustang News that the diversity of vendors and visitors is what makes the 805 Night Market so special. For Mustang News, I'm Aneka Edwards.
If you missed it in Paso Robles, there's still time to catch the 805 Night Market as they're heading to Montebello for their next market, happening October 24th through the 26th.
Coming up after the break, a dive into Cal Poly sports and a run that brought awareness and Halloween spirit to town. This after the break.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to Mustang News TV. Now over to Joslen Jimenez with the Cal Poly Sports Update.
Thanks, Peyton. As we head deeper into Week 5, fall sports are entering their final stretch before the postseason, while winter sports are starting to creep in on us. Let's take a look at what's going on in Cal Poly sports. The biggest rivalry in college soccer took over Mustang Memorial Field this weekend. The historic blue-green rivalry was in full effect as Cal Poly drew its largest crowd of the year. After 3 straight unbeaten matches against UC Santa Barbara, Cal Poly finally fell to the Gauchos, giving up the game winner in just the 14th minute. UC Santa Barbara now sits at the top of the Big West standings, but Cal Poly is still in the hunt for a spot in the Big West Championships. The Mustangs currently hold the 5th seed and will take on UC Riverside and CSU Northridge this week. On the upside, Cal Poly volleyball is on a roll, extending its win streak to 4 after sweeping UC Irvine and Cal State Fullerton this past week. Saturday's match against Fullerton marked the team's 9th straight sweep at Mott Athletic Center. The Mustangs now sit 3rd in the Big West standings, with UC Davis undefeated at 8-0 at the top. Cal Poly hits the road to face UC Riverside on Thursday before returning home Saturday with a chance to close the gap on UC Davis and protect their home win streak. Cal Poly women's soccer spent the week on the road and returned to San Luis Obispo with back-to-back wins over Long Beach State and UC Irvine. The Mustangs now sit 2nd in the Big West, trailing only CSUN, with just 2 losses this season. Midfielder Madeline Dougherty netted the game winner for the 2nd straight match as the Cal Poly women's soccer team secured its 3rd consecutive victory over UC Irvine 2-1. The Mustangs will wrap up the regular season at home with 2 matches this week against UC Riverside and first place CSUN. That wraps up this week in Cal Poly sports, with competition heating up as fall seasons near their final stretch. And while the Mustangs are competing on the court and field, others are competing to stay alive. I had the chance to go to San Luis Obispo to see who would survive this year's annual zombie invasion. Just in time for Halloween, the Central Coast Autism Spectrum Center brought its annual Invasion Zombie Run to San Luis Obispo. This past weekend, families from across the Central Coast showed up, not just to run, but to survive. The mission? Outlast the zombies and support a cause that brings the community together in a spirited and spooky way.
The zombie run, gosh, I am not fast enough. Those kids are really quick when they come at you. It was certainly a really good workout, and even just 1 mile, I really feel my heart racing, and it's warm outside, so definitely feeling the heat.
The zombie run featured a live DJ that kept the energy high with local vendors, and one of the biggest hits among families and kids was the face painting booth. It all took place at Camp San Luis Obispo, with all proceeds from Zombie Invasion Slow going directly to the Central Coast Autism Spectrum Center.
Yeah, so Zombie Invasion Slow is a really fun, untimed 1 mile and 5K run/walk, and it supports our programs, special events, and resources that we provide for individuals that are on the autism spectrum and their families.
So I've worked with the Central Coast Autism Spectrum Center for a couple years, and so we work with individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, so we do a lot of partnership with the Autism Center. I love all the excitement that people bring, and I love seeing different volunteers. There's someone in my sorority here doing the zombie makeup, and I don't know, I just think it's really fun to see this in slow. I do a lot of this work at home, and so it's fun to see it while I go to school. I could still be a part of this community and do something like this.
For more ways to get involved with the Central Coast Autism Spectrum Center, visit slowautism.org. Hopefully all that zombie talk gets you into the Halloween spirit. Peyton, back to you.
And coming up, it's pumpkin season at Avila Valley Barn. We'll let you know what fall festivities you can enjoy after the break.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
Recently, a San Luis Obispo bar brought together poker, pinball, and community. Reporter Dylan White shows us how one local league is turning game night into something much bigger than winning.
Sunday afternoon in downtown San Luis Obispo typically isn't very busy, but at one bar, a poker game is happening, not focused on winning money, but building community. This is a meeting of the Sunshine Poker League, a social, no-buy-in group founded by Donnie Sunshine.
So it's a community-driven social ball poker league where there is no buy-ins or gamblings. We bring people together, support local, bring the community together, and play for points, tokens, and potentially earning a seat to a Ball Poker Open National Championship in Vegas.
Started 7 years ago, Sunshine says the league specifically partners with local venues on their slower nights and has grown significantly.
So we try to find the local businesses that are slow maybe on a Monday or Tuesday night and try to bring Sunshine Poker League into their venue to bring people together just like this and have a good time together.
The league meets weekly at BA Start, and for owner Rob Peterson, the bar's name is a nod to gaming history. But he says the venue's appeal is much broader.
The name BA Start is a shortened version of the Konami code. It was popularized by a game called Contra, where you got 30 extra lives. We have something for everyone here. We have pool, we have shuffleboard, we have air hockey, we have hoops, we have video arcade, and we have a very great pinball selection. So it's a lot of fun.
To view the full story, visit mustangnews.net. And for Mustang News, I'm Dylan White.
A bar, a deck of cards, and a community coming together. Proof that sometimes the best hands aren't played for money, but for connection.
The return of the fall season means many families are headed to get their very own pumpkins. Reporter Rocco Brichler has more on what SLO residents think makes the perfect one.
It's officially fall here in San Luis Obispo, and families are celebrating here at Avila Valley Barn, where they're welcoming in the fall season with family favorite activities. And it all starts with the perfect pumpkin.
I think I would want a medium one. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Definitely round, smooth, like a little long so you can like put good designs there.
Each year, families take to the pumpkin patch to pick out their prize. And according to owner and operator of Avila Valley Barn, Jake Smith, this seemingly simple choice can say a lot about someone.
There should be some kind of psycho study about what the kind of person chooses what kind of pumpkin, because some people love the short squatty one, some like a big stem, you know, and different people choose a different pumpkin. It speaks to them. And
the little one always gets the smallest baby pumpkin, and we go home and paint it, and other boys will get slightly larger pumpkins, we'll carve those out.
And even parents have their preferences.
I usually go for medium-sized pumpkins, something that's a little bit easier to clean up and make a carving out of.
But searching for pumpkins isn't the only reason families are here.
Well, I ate some mac and cheese and got some apple cider, so that's my favorite. And then I love going in the store, and then I love taking pictures at like the pumpkins or the hay or like all the little photo ops. And then I love feeding the animals.
Reporting for Mustang News TV, I'm Rocco Brichler.
If you already have your pumpkins this season, don't worry, check out Avila Valley Barn's Hay Maze, Bakery, or Pony Rides instead.
Thank you for watching Mustang News TV. I'm Nico Mireles.
And I'm Peyton Brusick. Have a great rest of your day.